What's up, guys? Welcome back to CS2 Daily. I hope you're having a good day. Two more teams have punched their ticket to the Blast Bounty Season 2 LAN Finals, and we had some clean Counter-Strike along the way. The Mongols handled Pain 2-0 in a rematch from the Ulster Major semis, while MOUZ swept Bait with some Stonewall CT sides, including a quick glimpse at the EWC reveal. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. Let's get straight into it. Nice little picture here of the MOUZ headquarters packed out for the day. Okay, so before we get into it, we have the full bracket reveal for the Esports World Cup, and it's already looking stacked. This one's running August 20th to the 24th with a 1.25 million prize pool. Single elim, best of 3 all the way, meaning one bad day and you're on the next flight home. The biggest headline is the G2 versus Falcons matchup. It will be the first time MongolZ will face his old squad, and Falcons still haven't really lived up to the hype after signing Kioske, crashing out of Cologne with bad results. While G2 will be looking to shut the door on any upset talk early. Over on the same side of the bracket, we'll have the Cologne champions facing off against Heroic. We have MOUZ facing off against Virtus Pro straight away, and then FaZe versus Aurora. And if we take a look at the other side of the bracket, we have Liquid versus Vitality, Tyloo versus Astralis, Navi versus 3D Max, and Gamer Legion versus Mongols. Really excited to see all these matches. This should be an absolute cinema. Okay, so kicking things off today, the Mongols are heading to the Blast Bounty LAN Finals after a 2-0 win over Pain. But honestly, it wasn't exactly smooth sailing. On Dust 2, Pain's game plan was basically go B until it works, except it didn't, because Techno was there every time shutting them down. He's been insane from this event. I remember the last video that we covered him, he was insane, and this map was no different. Pain did have their moments. Snow pulled off a nasty 1v4 clutch, which is this clip right here. Big Zero had a clean MP9 multi-kill, and they pushed the game to the wire. But in the end, Blitz and Techno found the key entries to close it 13-11, which then heads on to Ancient, which was the second map. And Ancient was a bit messy from the Mongols, throwing away man advantages and giving Pain chances they really didn't need to. But their CT side was just too solid. Techno stayed locked in, and 9-10 had impact, and they closed it 13-10 to secure the sweep. Techno is now on track for his best rated event of the year, which is wild considering the Mongols haven't even been playing their cleanest CS. Meanwhile for Pain, Snow's been a bright spot in an otherwise rough post-major run. Great numbers, but the team just cannot convert them into wins. Yeah, a really rough one from Mazzino here, -18. Big Zero and DGT did not have the best of games, while Davidus and Snow are holding it down for Pain. Yeah, so that concludes that match. Which leads us on to the second match of the day, which was MOUZ versus Bait. And MOUZ are through to the Blast Bounty LAN Finals after a clean 2-0 over Bait. And the story here was all about the lockdown CT sides, especially from Torzi, who had an absolute monster series. Ancient started great for Bait, 5-0 up after winning pistol and conversions, but once MOUZ's economy stabilised, it was lights out. They chained retakes together, Exertion bullied mid over and over, and Bait just couldn't adapt. From there, MOUZ went on a 13-round tear that ended with Torzi clutching a 1v3 and finishing the map 13-5. Train was a different start. Bait came out swinging on CT side with Headtricks roaming a op and NLP's aggression putting them 9-3 ahead. But as soon as MOUZ switched to CT, it was deja vu. Torzi farmed outside, Spinks and Brawlin stepped up in the late rounds, and they closed it out 13-11 to lock in the sweep. Yeah, absolute dominant performance. This was Torzi's playground, plus 20 KD and a 1.54 rating and constant impact. Bait had flashes like Headtrick's early clutch and Kenzal's mid 3k, but overall they just couldn't break through those MOUZ setups once they were rolling. A really dominant performance out of MOUZ. I mean, like we said, plus 20 on Torzi, plus 12 Exertion, plus 10 on Spinks. +7 on Jimfat and Brolin, a respectable neutral, and just a really, really bad series in general from the whole team on Bait there. But that is all for the first half of today's matches. We still have 2 matches to go with Aurora versus Heroic and Vitality versus Legacy, and I will be covering those, so make sure you drop a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And as always, thanks for watching. Take care.